This demo shows Cloudian's integration with OpenStack Grizzly. Cloudian integrates with Keystone, Horizon, and Glance. We've mapped OpenStack projects to Cloudian users. So right now we're logging in to CMC and we're looking for what users exist. So we can see the services user exists, and this user is used by services on OpenStack such as Glance. Next, we're going to log in on OpenStack and we're going to create some projects. Okay, so let's create the blue project. There it is. Next, the red project. And finally, the black project. Okay, so now that we've allocated those projects, let's check CMC. And here we are. We've got the blue, black, and red users on CMC. So they were automatically created when we created those projects. Next, we're going to show deprovisioning. So we'll delete the black project. And then we'll revert back to CMC. And we'll show that the black project is now gone. Next, we're going to demonstrate lazy provisioning. So we're in the admin account. And if we just click on the Data Explorer, CMC opens, even though no user previously existed. And if we look at CMC, then we can see the admin account has automatically been created. Okay, so let's look at users next. So we're going to create two users. We're going to create John, and John is going to be in the blue project. So blue project. And then we're going to create another user, Jane. And we're going to put Jane in the red project. Okay, so there they are. And now we're also going to put Jane in the blue project. So let's open that up and add Jane to the blue project. Okay, and save that. Okay, great. Okay, so now that we've got two users, we're going to demonstrate some sharing in projects. So first, let's log in as John. There we go. And John's part of the blue project. Let's click on the Data Explorer, Cloudian. And let's create a bucket. So let's call this Cyan. And there's the Cyan bucket. Now let's upload a file. And we've got the blue app.tar file. Let's upload that. Okay, so let's do some sharing. Okay, so let's log out and log in as Jane. Okay, so Jane is part of the red project. So when we click on CMC, we'll notice that she doesn't see the Cyan bucket. But if we change projects to the blue project and click CMC again, then we'll notice that she can see the Cyan bucket. We'll also notice the blue.app tar file, which we'll download. Right. Next, we're going to show our Glance integration. So we're looking at the Glance bucket here, and you can see there's nothing in it. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to upload the Fedora 19 image. Okay. Okay, so that's uploaded now. Let's check the Glance bucket to see the image, and there it is. size is correct. Okay, so let's go back and make sure that we can log into that image. So we'll go to access and security. We will add port 22 for SSH. Okay, and next we're going to need an access key. So let's create a key pair, and let's call this Jane. Okay, so here we have it. Okay, so next we're going to have to copy that PEM file over to our machine, which we'll use to jump onto instances. And we're going to log in, and we're going to need to change the permissions. Okay, so let's go back to the images and let's launch Fedora 19. Okay, so let's call that Jane's, and just show we have the access key, and here we go. Okay, so that's there. So next we're going to create a snapshot. So let's just call this snap1. And then let's look at CMC after this has finished. Okay, here we go. All right, there it goes. So let's now look at CMC. And we should have another image. Okay, we got another object there. It's 688 megabytes. Okay, so let's look at instances and get the IP address. So we'll just copy that. And then we're going to SSH using that jane.pem to the IP address. And here we are. So next we're going to need S3 command and Python magic, and we're going to demonstrate some S3 command on the image talking to Cloudian. So it's just installing now. Come on. Right, so there it is. So first of all, we got to configure S3 command. We're going to need the access key. So let's jump back to CMC. And go over to account and security credentials and get the access key. Let's copy that and paste that. Okay, and next secret key. So just going to get the secret key, copy that. And paste that in. So all the rest of the stuff, we can just accept the defaults. We're not going to test it, and we'll save it. Okay, now we're going to need to edit it because the default talks to Amazon. So we'll just change that to our URLs. So the host base, we'll change that to s3.cloudian.com. This is Cloudian. And then we're going to need the port number, 18080. We're going to do the same for the host bucket. And add the port number again. And then save that. Okay, so let's ping s3.cloudian. Okay, that works. And also just any bucket works. Okay, that works too. All right, so let's use S3 command. So let's see what we have. We got the cyan bucket. Then if we list what's in there, we've got the blue app.tar file. So if we get that, yep, okay, so let's try untarring it. And let's see what we got. Next, let's create another bucket. So let's create Jane's bucket. And then we're going to sync the blue app back to Jane's bucket. So not the tar file, but just all the different files. So let's just list those, make sure they went there. Okay, so there they are. Next, let's go back to CMC and click the Data Explorer. Let's click the Jane's bucket, and let's click the blue app. And in the source directory, you can see the blue.py file. Okay, so that all seems to work very, very nicely. Okay, so that's the end of the demo. I'd like to just summarize our integration points again. So we've integrated with Keystone in the provisioning and deprovisioning parts. So when you create a project in OpenStack, it automatically provisions a user in Cloudian, and when you delete a project, it deprovisions. Next, in Horizon, we've enhanced the Horizon screen with a SSO link, a single sign-on link, which directly opens up the Cloudian Data Explorer as that project. Lastly, we've extended the S3 support in Glance to use the S3 multi-part upload API, and this allows us to upload images which are greater than 5 GB. Okay, so thanks for watching this demonstration video. We hope to see a lot more OpenStack users using Cloudian going forward. Bye-bye.